Just a quick review of some of the tools I put together to look at the Delaware. So we're looking at the Delaware Basin, both New Mexico and Texas side. When I do the map, I do have some limitations on the amount of records that we can put on a map. So this particular footprint is Delaware since June 2025. So these are all the wells drilled in the Delaware Basin since 2025. You can see here I've got a list of who they are, and then down at the bottom it's other. So they do some grouping. They don't give us an infinite list. So one of the other tools that I provide is a spreadsheet. Same, it's wells drilled Delaware since 2025. And then once we start getting past Green Lake down here, then these are all the small ones. And I'll show you what we're going to do to help you out with that. When we look at the map as a tool, if you unselect or select this check mark, it just takes the items on and off. And then if you hit the down arrow, it opens it up and then shows you all the leases. So I have them selected by lease on that side of it. So one of the ways that I like to do things, and I'll just scroll in a little bit better, give us a chance to kind of, well, maybe not quite that much, is if I say, okay, the coral, we take a look at where that popped up right down here. So that's the coral lease right there. If I want to do a little bit deeper dive into the coral, what I do is I copy it. You can right click and say copy. In my case, I just on my keyboard Control C, copy, and then I hit the little direction arrow, and then I can come over here. Whoops, sorry, I gave a bad. Yeah, so a direction arrow. So we'll come over here and take a look at that, and then I could say I'm coming out of Pecos. So I'm going to put that in there, and then select that from my list, and then there it is. So 1 hour and 27 minutes. There's the driving directions. And then, you can zoom in and kind of take a look at this particular area here. And you can see all the wells that they're drilling, see if they've got a gas plant, battery, so on and so forth. So it's a nice way for you to quickly go in and identify where this particular record is here. The other thing that we can do with this search, if we wanted to see, well, let's get in a little bit more detail of this particular lease. It's a little bit tricky, but when I put the number in there or the lease name in there, I just kind of start backspacing a little bit, and then it will automatically, once it gets to a point where the search works well, it'll say, okay, here's a list of all of the different leases there. And then I can click in, and then there's all the ones that say Coral on it. And I can select any one of those again, say, okay, well, that one's interesting. Come over here, do my from Pecos again, and then look at where my driving directions are out to that particular site. So you can use the search, but you just got to backspace after you put the name of the full lease in there to help you identify on that side of it. The other area that we use the search a fair amount, I come over to my list, we go to the smaller operators, and then I'm going to come over here, excuse me, pick this operator, put their name in here, and then there is, I can see all 4 results, and I can click in and take a look at those results there. And if I want to get a better detail where those results are, I just hit my little thing, and I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to come out of, it does tell me Ward County, Texas, which is great. And then I can come over here, and then I could see over here that it was in Ward County as well. And then there we are, 21-minute drive. I can zoom in, take a look, closer look at what their lease looks like, see what other infrastructure they have, so on and so forth. I think let's see what they actually, is that a rig on there? So no, it's just the completion on that side of it. So those are kind of the 2 tools that I've put together for you on that side. The third one that we look at as well, and I'm going to use the same account name here. So we'll look at this PBEX on that. Is I've also included this, and then we can come down here, and it's got a list of all the rigs. So if we got PBEX against, this is since June, and then here we got 4 wells drilled, 1 contractor, 1 unique rig. So it's been strictly Ensign T124. So again, just a quick snapshot of what they've been doing. I've got all the data that we have there. Comes in, Mewborn, 117 wells drilled since June. one contractor, so they use Ensign, and they use 3 different rigs. And then I only have one rig listed there for whatever reason. It's Ensign 557. So that looks a little bit off on that side of it. But same here's EOG, 4 different contractors, 4 unique rigs. Patterson 284, 649. So just a nice little cheat sheet for you. This should give you lots of data, help you out with regards to identifying opportunities in the Delaware Basin.